Hey y'all! I'm so glad you're here, ready to dig into the wonderful world of gardening with me. Today, we're diving headfirst into 10 amazing gardening hacks that are all the rage in 2025. Whether you've got a green thumb or you're just starting to cultivate one, these tips are sure to inspire you to create a garden that's not just beautiful, but thriving and sustainable too. Let's get started. Let's talk about sustainable landscaping. It's gardening with heart. Work with nature, not against it. Incorporate native plants. They need less water and maintenance. Plus, they attract beneficial insects. Have you all heard of rain gardens? They collect rainwater and prevent erosion. Compost kitchen scraps. Turn waste into nutrient-rich soil. Let's make our gardens sustainable. Now, let's talk about those of us with limited space. Don't you worry, because vertical gardening is here to save the day. Think lush green walls adorned with cascading herbs, vibrant flowers climbing trellises, and even juicy strawberries dangling from hanging planters. Vertical gardening is all about maximizing every inch of your space. Whether you have a small balcony, a patio, or just a sunny wall. Get creative and have fun with it. Not only does vertical gardening save space, but it also adds a touch of visual interest and dimension to your outdoor area. So, if you're short on space but big on gardening dreams, vertical gardening is the answer. Y'all, the ocean holds so many treasures, and one of them is seaweed, a true gift for your garden. This might sound surprising, but seaweed is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to natural fertilizers. Think about it. Seaweed soaks up all those amazing nutrients from the ocean, and when we add it to our gardens, it's like giving our plants a vitamin boost. It's packed with essential minerals like nitrogen, potassium, and phosphorus that promote healthy growth and bountiful blooms. If you live near the coast, you can often collect seaweed washed up on the shore. Just be sure to rinse it well to remove any excess salt. Once you have your seaweed, you can simply chop it up and add it directly to your soil as a mulch. Trust me, they'll thank you for it. So, next time you're at the beach, remember the gardening gold that awaits. Now, let's talk about another surprising ingredient that can work wonders in your garden coffee grounds. That's right, those leftover grounds from your morning cup of joe are like a secret weapon for healthy, happy plants. Coffee grounds are a fantastic source of nitrogen, which is essential for leafy green growth. They also help improve soil structure, making it lighter and airier, which is especially beneficial for heavy clay soils. So, instead of tossing those coffee grounds in the trash, sprinkle them around your plants like a magical gardening dust. You can also mix them directly into the soil or add them to your compost bin. A little goes a long way. So, next time you brew a pot of coffee, remember your garden and give those grounds a second life. Y'all, I love finding simple, natural solutions in the garden, and eggshells are one of my all-time favorites. They're like tiny suits of armor, protecting your plants from pesky pests while giving them a calcium boost. Think about it. Eggshells are made of calcium carbonate, which is essential for strong cell walls in plants. And those sharp edges of crushed eggshells? They're a natural deterrent for slugs and snails, creating a barrier they don't like to cross. So, instead of tossing those eggshells, save them up and put them to good use in your garden. Simply crush them up. You can even use a rolling pin for this, and sprinkle them around your plants, especially those vulnerable to slug damage. Your plants will be healthier and happier for it. It's amazing how something we usually discard can be so beneficial in the garden, isn't it? We all need a vacation now and then, right? But what about our precious plants? Don't you worry, because with a little DIY magic, you can create a self-watering system that will keep your garden happy and hydrated while you're away. One of the easiest ways is to use a plastic water bottle. Simply poke a few small holes in the cap, fill the bottle with water, and insert it upside down into the soil near your plant. The water will slowly seep out, keeping the soil moist. Another option is to create a wicking system using a container with a drainage hole and a piece of absorbent fabric, like an old cotton t-shirt. Fill the container with water, place one end of the fabric in the water and the other end in the soil of your plant. With a little planning and these simple DIY self-watering systems, you can enjoy your vacation knowing your garden is in good hands. Y'all, just like we have friends who make life more fun and interesting, our plants have friends too. Companion planting is all about growing compatible plants together to create a harmonious and beneficial ecosystem in your garden. Think of it as pairing up plants that complement each other, like good neighbours. Some plants, like marigolds, release a natural substance that repels harmful nematodes, protecting nearby vegetables. Others, like basil, attract beneficial insects that prey on pests. One of my favourite companion planting combinations is tomatoes and basil. Basil repels tomato hornworms and whiteflies, and it's said to improve the flavour of tomatoes. Plus, they just look so pretty growing together. So, before you plant your garden, do a little research and see which plants make good companions. You'll be amazed at the difference it makes. Now, let's talk about adding a touch of style to our gardens. Just like we refresh our homes with new colours and trends, our outdoor spaces deserve a little love too. And this year, teal is stealing the show. Teal is such a calming and sophisticated colour, bringing a touch of modern elegance to any garden. Imagine teal planters filled with vibrant blooms, or a teal bistro set nestled among lush greenery. Paint your garden fence a soothing shade of teal, add teal cushions to your outdoor furniture, or even find teal glazed pots for your favourite plants. So, if you're looking for a way to refresh your outdoor space, consider adding a touch of tranquil teal. Y'all, just like we get our hair trimmed to keep it healthy and looking its best, our plants benefit from a little trim too. Pruning might seem a little intimidating at first, but trust me, it's one of the best things you can do for your plants. Think of pruning as giving your plants a haircut that encourages them to grow bushier and fuller. When you prune, you're removing dead or overgrown branches, which allows the plant to direct its energy towards new growth. For most plants, you can simply use a pair of sharp pruning shears to snip off any dead, diseased, or crossing branches. Once you get the hang of it, pruning will become second nature. Let's make our gardens a haven for all creatures great and small. Creating wildlife habitats attracts beneficial insects, birds, and other critters. Add a bird feeder to invite wildlife. Choose a feeder that attracts local birds and fill it with quality birdseed. Create a bee hotel by drilling holes into untreated wood. This provides a safe haven for solitary bees. And don't forget water. A bird bath or shallow dish offers a drink for wildlife. Our gardens are part of a larger ecosystem. Let's protect and preserve it. Well, there you have it, folks. 10 proven gardening hacks that will have your green thumbs tingling and your gardens blooming like never before. Remember, gardening is a journey, not a destination. So go on, get your hands dirty, and create a garden that reflects your unique style and brings you endless joy. Thanks for joining me on this gardening adventure. Until next time, happy gardening, y'all.